Welcome to the presentation by United Business Solutions for Project Management Information System for the Care for South Asia project. In this section, we'll give a brief introduction to our company, the United Business Solutions. We have more than 11 years of experience in delivering comprehensive web-based project management, monitoring, and evaluation information systems to multi-country and multi-government organizations. UBS is headquartered in Dubai since 2009 and has presence in multiple countries. We have delivered project management and M&E MIS to over 60 clients, including multi-country organizations like African Capacity Building Foundation, which is present in 48 countries, COMESA, Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, which is present in 21 countries, and Lansing Mekong Corporation, which is present in 6 countries. Users of our system are spread across 54 countries and 3 continents. We have experience in delivering MIS to international donors including UNDP, USAID, DFID, and GIZ. We have experience in setting up national project monitoring MIS for the federal governments of Kenya and Zambia. We have delivered project monitoring and evaluation information systems to over 60 clients, which include the notable clients like USAID, COMESA, UNDP, Oxfam, World Vision International, VSO International, federal governments of Zambia, Kenya, Forum for African Women Educationalists, Lansang Mekong Corporation, SARC Development Fund, NEPAD, ABI Trust, Millennium Challenge Account, and many more. We have worked in multiple sectors such as governance, agriculture, health, economic opportunity, water sanitation and hygiene, and education. For governance, we have done nationwide M&D systems for governments of Kenya, Jordan, and Zambia, which covered all the projects implemented by government ministries. We have done project monitoring systems for agriculture-based projects for organizations like World Vision Care, ORDA in Ethiopia, and ABI Development in Uganda. We have done projects for water sanitation and hygiene for Lusaka Water Supply and Sanitation Council and National Water Supply and Sanitation Council of Zambia. We have done project monitoring and management systems for education-based projects for Forum for African Women Educationalists, and we have done economic opportunity projects for Reach Out to Asia, which works with disaster preparedness and resilience for refugees and provides them education and enhanced livelihood. Let us look at our relevant experience by looking at 3 of our exemplary projects. We have done a web-based monitoring and evaluation system for African Capacity Building Foundation. We developed a web-based integrated project M&E information management system to improve the organizational capabilities, responsiveness, and efficiency of project M&E functions at corporate and grantees level. The system is intended to facilitate the collection, collation, and reporting of progress of implementation and achievement of results in a real-time manner to support evidence-based decision-making and management. By integrating the organizational, functional, and operational information, the system supports evidence-based decision-making and knowledge sharing both at the foundation and the grantees levels. We developed an online web-based monitoring and evaluation system that will be used for reporting by COMESA Secretariat, 21 member countries, and COMESA institutions on MTSP objectives and outcomes. Part of the consultancy involved capacity development in monitoring and evaluation for the beneficiaries. This system was developed in 2012 and has been in continuous use for 9 years since then in all the 21 member countries of Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa. For Lansing Mekong Corporation, we developed and implemented a web-based planning, monitoring, and evaluation system that enables effective planning, monitoring, and reporting of projects which being implemented by Mekong Institute directly and those in collaboration with government and private partners in the 6 GMS countries. The system assists its users, development partners, administrators, and grantees to send, access, analyze, process, and convert data into useful information using various search, sort, filter, and rank queries accessible both on local intranet and internet system. In this section, we'll talk about our understanding of the terms of reference and our feedback on them. Our key takeaways from the terms of reference are as following. We have to deliver an end-to-end comprehensive project management information system encompassing the entire project lifecycle from inception to closure and post-project evaluation. We need to design and implement customized project planning templates covering the project activity work plans, project M&D frameworks, and project budgets to include all process workflows such as activity and work management, indicator management, resource management, budget and finance management, supplier management, procurement management, risk and issue management, grievance management, SPF management, subscription management, and more. Based on the terms of requirement, we understand and suggest that there should be a workflow management engine that would handle different approval steps, such as for the applications or reports. Here we see a sample application workflow. The applicant fills forms and uploads documents using the system, which then moves through a series of approvers, and upon approval of all of them, the application is finally approved. It is very important that the system is built on a relational model with integrated approach to project management. Thus, the monitoring of activities, budgets, and indicators shall be interlinked and automatic. For example, the project output monitoring, which would be done through indicator tracking, will lead to the formation of the work plan and activities, which would be tracked to the activity tracking. And those activities in turn would form the budget, which would be then tracked by the expenditure tracking in the expenditure reports. So each of these reports would feed into each other and enable automatic tracking as well as reconciliation. Our key suggestions based on the terms of reference are as below. The system should be built on underlying open source technologies to minimize the total cost of ownership and future scalability. The system should be web-based and scalable for distributed access. The system should be built on a dynamic existing M&D platform to take advantage of inbuilt analysis capabilities, and the system should have real-time dashboards and dynamic report builder module to cater to the ad hoc information requirements for future flexibility. In this section, we will explain our overall approach and methodology for delivering the project. Our process flow involves 4 main steps: planning and preparation, which involves focus groups, facilitated workshops, interviews, and brainstorming sessions to complete the requirements study. Then the development and testing. The development is done in agile methodology with continuous review of the clients and backlog tracking. After the development is complete, we do a capacity development training, which includes administrator training, hands-on user lab, and training of trainers. And after the training, the system is rolled out with 1 year warranty and live remote help desk where online support tickets can be raised by the users and are responded within the timings mentioned in the signed service level agreement. We use Agile method for our development. With Agile methodology, we create the list of all the customizations that are supposed to be included in the system and then break them down into bite-sized pieces for each weekly development. After each week's development or sprint, we do a customer review where the customer can give us the feedback on the product which was already developed, and that feedback is incorporated back into the system. This ensures that at the end you receive the system exactly matching your requirements and expectations. We pay particular attention to the requirement study phase because this is the most important phase in the project. We conduct a detailed document review where the project experts from our team would study all the relevant documents such as the process manuals, the document templates, the reporting templates, and the reports to be generated by the system. We do a complete stakeholder analysis where we understand how many different types of stakeholders are involved in the system and would be using the system or would be using the data that is being generated by the system. We conduct stakeholder meetings with these stakeholders to understand their pain points and to understand their requirements from the system. This ensures that the system satisfies the requirements of all the stakeholders. We propose to build a project monitoring information system PMIS on our monitoring and evaluation software platform. By using the M&D online platform, which is a highly successful M&D platform, we will be utilizing the ready framework concept, which provides stable and ready to use project which requires minimal customization for development and thereby saving on time and money for implementation. Our M&D platform has very powerful dashboard engine which generates real-time dynamic dashboards with various features such as graphs, charts, interactive maps, and dynamic tables. These dashboards can be customized based on your requirements to show you the information which is relevant to your projects and will help you make informed decisions. We have a robust donor management module which helps you managing the total funds sanctioned by the donors, the disbursements made by the donors and disbursements made to the projects from the donor funds, the funds available for further disbursements, and if there are any criteria for fund disbursements or fund approval for different projects. Different donor reports can also be generated from the system, particularly for those donors which require reports in specific formats. We have a comprehensive project administration module where you can create different projects, add M&E plans for those projects, including the outcomes, outputs, and their indicators, add a detailed work plan for the project, and a disbursement plan related to that work plan. We have dynamic data entry modules where custom data entry forms can be created for the users. The users can use these forms to input data for their periodic reports such as quarterly and monthly reports. They can input narrative information as well as quantitative information such as indicator achievements, activity, outputs, as well as expenditure reports. We have a detailed beneficiary management system where you can record the number of beneficiaries for each project and categorize those beneficiaries into different disaggregations. The system has intelligent beneficiary identification module which enables you to aggregate the number of beneficiaries across different projects without double counting the beneficiaries. The robust budget management module of the system enables you to manage the budgets at the donor level and at the project level. You can manage the total funds received, the total funds disbursed, and the total funds spent. The budget management module is directly linked to the expenditure reports to give you the real-time information about the expenditure and the available budget. The budget management module also takes into account different currencies that might be involved in preparing the budgets or in expenditure. The budget management module also enables you to aggregate the expenditures over different projects and categorize them between different expenditure categories. The budget management module enables you to generate different financial reports from the system, and this module can also be directly integrated with your accounting and financial system to pull the data of expenditure from the third-party system. The system has a dynamic report generation module. This report generation module is based on our proprietary analytical engine, which takes into account all the data that is being entered into the system in a real-time manner and generates various reports, including narrative reports, indicator tracking tables, activity and work plan tracking, as well as trendline analysis for indicator achievements and budget and expenditure spending. The reports can be exported to PDF and Word files. The system also comes with a dynamic report builder where you can apply various filters and conditions to generate reports based on your ad hoc reporting requirements. The system has a very powerful and easy to use user management module. Here the system administrator can create different types of users and assign them different user rights based on their user roles within the organization. For example, some users can be given access to only view the data, while other users might be able to edit or delete a record. Similarly, some users might be named as approvers and they would have authority to approve different reports or applications in a workflow. Let us talk about the time to complete the assignment and the project plan proposed by us. Looking at the terms of reference and the detailed requirements, we have proposed the project plan which covers 12 months. This involves three main phases: planning and preparation, development and testing of the project monitoring and information system, capacity development trainings, and after the three phases, the fourth phase is warranty support for another 12 months. In the first phase of planning and preparation, we'll conduct a kickoff meeting which will set the expectations of all the stakeholders in terms of what the system will deliver and how the system will be delivered. After the kickoff meeting, a detailed system requirements study will be undertaken for the next 2 months. This system requirements study will involve document review and review of all the templates and process manuals for your organization. This will also involve stakeholder meetings where our subject matter experts will meet individually all the stakeholders as well as conduct different workshops along with the stakeholders to understand their requirements and to formulate a complete list of deliverables for the system. This list of deliverables will go into a system requirements specification document which will be created and submitted after the end of the system requirements study. After the submission of the system requirements specification document, a detailed agile development plan will be submitted, which will give timelines of different deliverables in the project. Further, an agile development will be undertaken, wherein we'll develop deliverables in a phased manner and start delivering them from the first week of development itself. So this agile delivery will happen in the span of 4 months, and there will be continuous reviews with the product team from your organization wherein they can see the deliverables that have been completed and give their feedback, which will then be incorporated into the product itself. After 3 months of development, a draft system will be submitted to you and a test will be undertaken on the draft system. Based on the feedback received on the draft system, we'll incorporate all the changes requested by you into the system and then complete those changes within the next 3 months to submit the final system, which will then be subjected to the user acceptance test. Once the user acceptance test is passed, the system will be deployed on the production server and the submission of data migration report and system integration report will take place. After this, the comprehensive training will be undertaken for next 2 months, which involves the administrator training, wherein we train the administrator in managing the system and configuring the system, as well as doing certain troubleshooting tasks and creating and managing the users. Then there will be a user training which involves hands-on user labs and practical exercises. The training of trainers will enable the trainers nominated from your organization to become capable of training new users joining the organization at a future date. The system requirement study will be conducted on site with face-to-face interviews with the stakeholders. This will give us an advantage of clear understanding and being able to communicate very fast. After the system requirement study, the development of the system will be undertaken by the offshore development team based in our development center. When the system is developed and delivered, the training will be undertaken on site in the manner of classroom training. Thank you very much for this opportunity to present our approach and our system to you. If you have any further queries or if you would like a live demonstration of our system, please send an email to tushar@ubsgroup.me or parag@ubsgroup.me, or you can also connect on Skype. The Skype ID is MND Online UBS.